Bro really said, oh, I just want to fix a few things, proceeds to change the entire track. How did this happen, you ask? Well, there are 3 key aspects I focused on. Firstly, tempo skip. So, if you haven't heard...
You're fucking listening! Holy fuck!
Tempo skip is fucked in particular.
You're making the shortcut worse every single fucking time! No, I'm not!
People had this fucking stupid idea in their head.
They're like, no, you can't overtake anyone! It isn't bad!
Just because it was an overtaking mechanic means it will forever fucking be an overtaking mechanic.
I'm changing the entire point on why you take it! And the top of people are gonna say, oh, first place won just because they hit it more often than everyone else, so it's completely fucked!
It doesn't fucking matter how hard I try, cause they're just gonna complain anyway. There have been some issues with tempo skip. Namely, 1, if it's too strong, drivers can just hit it again and again and again and again and run away with the race. 2nd, if it's too weak, then you can't overtake with it. Under the conventional way of thinking of shortcuts as overtaking mechanics, these 2 issues conflict with each other. You can't fix one without inducing the other. Because to overtake someone with a shortcut, you need the shortcut to be faster by a certain minimum amount. For the sake of example, let's just say 1 second. But what if I told you that I fixed both issues? Instead of gaining 1 second via the shortcut, what if you split that 1 second in half? P2 gains half a second, while P1 loses half a second. You still generate that 1 second time difference, but P2 only gets half a second faster overall. Okay, but how do you even do that?
Cyberworld gimmick! Yeah!
Hold on, don't you know they bump in the Cyberworld gimmick?
Not in this one, baby!
This alternate line lets you dodge the blocker and lose minimal time! Just enough to get the blocker into tandem with you!
Or okay, you can try to risk it, I guess, but that's a really freaking dumb idea. Like, the blue ice is 3 blocks wide. Like, at best, it's gonna be slightly better than taking the alternate route. Just take the alternate route, bro. Yeah, so isn't that sick? Can't wait to hear people complain anyways, especially when they fail the second half of the skip, and it's like, oh, tempo skip doesn't work, and then they call it bad and dumb! Yeah, so the section right after the tightrope is also pretty difficult, so and you should also do this, think of the skip as a 2-part skip, first the tightrope, and then the difficult chicane exit. If you change your way of thinking about it, I swear your mentality about the skip will be so much better.
Lightning round!
How do I overtake someone who keeps using a skip?
Boat tap.
They are doing the wall tap!
First off, why can't you overtake this guy? This guy's a moron. Second, water.
What if we're terrible at the game and we never take the skip?
Oh yeah, boat tap!
What if for some reason none of this entire section works?
Don't worry, we have a backup boat tap. Now, to be honest, I'd rather risk having the skip be too hard and no one ever uses it, rather than being too easy and it becomes the main line. So the skip might be too hard this time around, which I'm honestly prepared for and totally okay with. And besides, the skip isn't required for the track to function. It's not like the track needs the skip to have a high...
Saddle up!
The second major thing I wanted to fix about the track was its difficulty. Aside from tempo skip, honestly, the track wasn't that hard. Oh, yeah, I might have changed that. Maybe. Perhaps. So now there are 2 particularly difficult parts of the track, both somewhat like the final section of Midgar Remake. And while both sections are difficult, you only lose about half a second when you fail. Unless, you're mega dumb, in which case you freaking deserve that. Or, you can just lose a lot of time to get what? Pause. Disclaimer! This is not perfected technology. Through my testing, only about 90% of the bumps, you step up instead. 10% of the time, you still get bumped. You should think of it more like a, oh, I'm about to get bumped! Oh, wait, oh nice, I didn't die. Rather than like a, I'm doing it! No! Like guys, literally, the tempo skip area is right there, you don't have to push your luck. But yeah, anyways, I invented temporary no collision.
Again, only works 90% of the time!
And it's on the second difficult section. Does it work on the other one? Maybe at certain spots, maybe? I didn't test it really. Anyways, the final big thing I set my eyes on were the race. Previously, the first few corners of the track were my attempt at handling race starts. And while they did like a mad job at doing so, they kind of killed the difficulty of the track. So I added a launcher. Who would have guessed? Wow.
But get this, it uses parts of the old track. Oh my god, how cool.
And yeah, the pit lane also goes to the launcher. Who would have guessed? Anyways, yeah, that's what I changed about the track. Other than decoration, oh right, yeah, this place is getting lit up by the Fire Nation. Oh my! Have you seen how many fireballs are in the air? For you track builders out there, I actually recorded the entire process I took for making the whole track. There's a YouTube playlist for it, which I'll make public in the near future. So be sure to keep your eyes out for it, and since I'm gonna likely make a channel post for it,
You should subscribe to the channel! Yeah!
and by the way, yeah, this playlist includes everything, including the decision-making processes,
Creating and refining ideas, decoration strategies,
Losing my freaking mind while balancing temple skip.
and more!
Yep, so that's all I got for you today. I worked really hard on this track, so I do hope you enjoy it. But yeah, thanks for watching.